Hey there, Ulti Zeta here, and welcome to a new Let's Play of Pikmin 4. I have so much to discuss about this game already, and I've barely seen any of it. It's just, there's so much. On the one hand, it's Pikmin. My favorite game franchise ever. Well, up there with Kirby. It varies between one or the other. And the first game is definitely my favorite game of all time, still. Number one. So, like, the 10-year wait between Pikmin 3 and this was kind of very... Like, it's not like I had nothing to play. I mean, certainly, there was a bajillion Let's Plays between now and then. But it is, like, noteworthy that it's, like, finally here. I'm finally playing it. When Pikmin 3 came out in 2013, that was the catalyst that got me to Let's Play Pikmin 1. My Let's Play of Pikmin 1 is as old as Pikmin 3. That's how long ago it was since we got a brand new Pikmin game. And after playing Hey Pikmin, I can safely say, no, that one doesn't count. See, here's the thing. As excited as I have been for the idea of a new Pikmin game, a brand new, true Pikmin game, everything I've seen about this game in pre-release material and watching a couple of other people play the demo, it's... I'll get into it. First, I want to check out the options. Not playing co-op, because it's just me. Settings. I'm going to turn motion controls off. And everything else I don't really get, so I'll just save and close. Okay. So, let's just get right on into it with the story, because I know, assuming from it's the same as the demo, because the demo seemed like it was just the first, like, 2 hours of the game just straight up. I didn't play the demo because I wanted to get my first gameplay experience fresh, and just in case there were differences, I didn't want to start the Let's Play with the demo, even though save data can be retained. So, game progress is saved automatically. The gross, ugly, new logo P icon will appear in the top left corner of the screen while saving is in progress, constantly being a reminder to you that the soul of this series is being sucked out and all the flowers are being turned into generic green gradients. Can you tell I don't like the new direction of the Pikmin logo? Because I really, really don't. Not even Hey Pikmin got it wrong. This is a Pikmin Bloom thing that ruined it. And it's retroactive, too, which is the most infuriating thing. Pikmin 1 through 3 now all have this same logo, and I just want to give it the middle finger. How many players are there? Me. Okay, so... let's experience this story. Let me rant for a little bit, if it's the same as what I remember seeing. Because I have words, and they're not going to be pleasant. I know, me starting off a Pikmin game negatively, what has the world come to? But this is the world we're living in, so it's the world that I'm going to have to experience with you guys. And I'm not going to let this off lightly. I am Captain Olimar. Okay. So we're starting off with him. He commands a spaceship called the SS Dolphin. This is the story of how I crashed onto an unknown planet and how I was ultimately rescued. Emphasize that unknown part. And the dolphin part. And the shape of that ship. After the crash, I woke up to find my ship was in pieces, scattered everywhere. I had no way of returning home to my beloved family. I thought I was doomed. Until I encountered a strange species, which I named Pikmin. So, this is explaining Pikmin 1. The Pikmin had an innate desire or will to carry objects. With their help, I was able to find and transport my missing ship parts. Time passed and I met yet another mysterious creature. This is where things start to lose me. It appeared to be malnourished. So I tossed over a treat that he just suddenly had. After that, we quickly bonded. She is a steadfast partner in the quest to find the missing pieces of my spaceship. A quest that was nearing its end. We had arrived at the last area we had left to explore. The inside of a house. What is this place? Something about this area is different from the others we've explored so far. Wait, where are you running off to? That can't be a good sign. The Pikmin don't usually scurry off like that. I suppose I'll have to call them back while I search for the missing ship parts. So, where the fucking hell do I begin? I guess we'll start with this. Abomination of a thing that we're riding right now. Get more into it later. But for now, I'm just going to say I fucking despise this thing. The moment that the main one, the yellow one, that, because, spoiler alert, it's kind of like Pikmin 3, where, like, this is a playable prologue that, like, shows something bad happening to Olimar, and then we play as somebody else throughout the entire rest of the game. So it's like, this is not, like, where we're actually starting. This is just, like, a basic tutorial thing. Think like how in Metroid, where you get, like, a taste of things to come, and then later it's like, oh, hey, now here's the real game. Get all that stuff back. But basically, the moment that the stupid dogs got introduced, I was like, what the fuck is this? Because it's just so... Like, I look at this thing, and I'm like, this is not a Pikmin creature. This is not a Pikmin creature. Like, the most infuriating thing, I think, is that, like... Honestly, it doesn't even really make sense now that I think about it with, like, the other dog. But, you know what? I'll just get to it. For now, I'll just say I hate this thing. And it immediately soured my expectations of this game, and that was unfortunate. The real issue that or worry that I have with this game is this right here, right now. This is the original SS Dolphin from Pikmin 1. Olimar named the Pikmin, it's an unknown planet, and this is the Pikmin 1 ship. It's not the Hockatate ship, it's not the SS Dolphin 2 from Hey Pikmin. This is the original SS Dolphin. It's missing the Omega Stabilizer, it's missing the Ionium Jets, it's missing the Bowsprit. It's missing things. But it is still undeniably the original Dolphin. It's even got the classic main engine underneath there. My worry and the immediate, like, sense that I got from seeing that story, that intro, seeing that intro and story was, oh, they're fucking retconning Pikmin 1. And I hate that sensation. Pikmin 1 is my favorite game in the world, basically. And they are essentially saying, no, it didn't happen like that. This is how it actually happened. The other option is, no, Pikmin 1 happened the way it did, and this is like some sort of alternate universe shit. And, like, I hate that sensation, too. Primarily because, here's the thing. Pikmin, to me, is a very special franchise because of how grounded it is in just everything. It's not a story of good or evil. It's not necessarily a story of wild craziness. It is just a story of one guy got really unlucky and had to survive on a very realistic area with colorful creatures. And, like, that's all you really need to me. Like, what made the game special to me was just how grounded everything was about it. It wasn't, like, anything weird or wonky. It was... I don't know. It was what it was, and, like, I really can't stand the thought of this game just basically taking what I loved about Pikmin 1 and going, no, it actually didn't happen. Oh, because either, like, it's adding stuff like, oh, look at this stupid dog that I hate. And I don't like that. Or it's, hey, look, alternate universe shit. And it's like, that's so, like, ungrounded in reality. Like, again, like, part of what I love about Pikmin is how sensible everything about it is. For the most part, everything about Pikmin 1, and even some of the other games, was all about just how realistic things were in this, like, crazy world. Like, yes, they're all still, like, colorful, cartoony-y character things. But it's not like... It's really hard to put into words, but, like, yes, it's kind of goofy and silly, but it was always treated with genuine earnestness. Okay. Tutorial battle is tutorial. It is what it is. It's the interstellar radio, no longer in a puffy blowhog because the distant spring, I guess, doesn't exist. Instead, we have this immaculate, non-dusty, completely unruined house in an apocalyptic Earth future. Yeah, sure, that makes sense. There's no ruins at all. It's just perfectly, totally fine and handy. Yeah, didn't mention that, but, like, there's no way a house would remain that perfectly furnished. So, that's awkward. But whatever. There's enough in this game that's annoying me that, like, whatever. Yeah, when I saw this opening in the demo, I was like, this is what we're going with here? It just... Because here's the thing, Olimar never got the dolphin back. He said that he considered wanting to buy it in Pikmin 3 as a side thing. But, like, it never got shown getting back. And even if so, he wouldn't be describing this as he got lost on an unknown planet and named the Pikmin. Like, that just wouldn't have happened. Whether or not you count Hey Pikmin as canon or not, which we'll get to that, like, maybe he got the dolphin back after the Dolphin 2, I don't know. It doesn't necessarily matter in that case, because, again, still, point is that it just really bothered me. So it was possibly the worst first impression I could have ever had with this game. Either way, double shipwrecks are rare and extremely unlucky. All hope was lost because the rescue team exploded. And there's one last rescue officer left. Me. You are my last hope. I think the other thing that confuses me about the idea of this retconning Pikmin 1 is, like, Olimar got his ship back and was able to leave. Effectively. Can I have, like, the Olimar dot eyes? Evidently not. What are my other options? Because, yeah, basically we get to play as our own custom character. This is kind of close enough, I guess. Almost like a frog, but whatever. This reminds me of something. The thing for me is about, like, Pikmin captain designs is that, like, if they don't have dot eyes, they just look weird to me, or line eyes. Although I guess this is not too terribly bad. I'm very particular about how, like, how things look. Man, if only I could combine this hair with this hair, because then it would be kind of like my Sona's hair. Because that's like the kind of twirl that I got, but there's no side hair things. There's also, weirdly enough, no option for bald. Honestly, I guess I'll go with this default. It's not too bad. Honestly, awkwardly, red, again, looks kind of the best here, because, like, the spacesuit is red. I might go for pink, because pink kind of works as well, but, like, the red just matches the spacesuit, and that, like, kind of looks nice. Like, I look at, like, the blue and whatnot, it's just, like, it doesn't quite mesh. Unless I can also change the color of my spacesuit? I see, yeah, okay, you can change the color of your spacesuit. Alright, never mind. What spacesuit color looks best? Blue and purple's not bad. Blue and pink is just cotton candy. What about pink and purple? That's not too bad, honestly. I like that. Actually, zooming it out makes it definitely seem a little bit better than when it was zoomed in on the hair. To begin with. Oh, I don't think this blue works, actually. The blue's kind of, like, a bit too strong. And yeah, making it all the same actually kind of feels a little bit too samey. So I think pink suit, purple hair kind of works well. For my taste, at least. My name is Ulti. This will probably be the only time I ever get to do this, because if I ever play this game, it'll probably be, like, speedrun related, adjacent, and at that point I'm just going to mash through this character selection screen with all the default options, so... yeah. It's kind of funny, this is like the first real mainline Pikmin game that I'm playing. I'm from a carrot home planet. It's the first mainline Pikmin game that I'm playing that, after, like, becoming, like, a Pikmin speedrunner on any degree, so, like, I might actually be able to showcase some, like, efficiency elements. I don't know, we'll see. I I watched the speedrun the demo get speedrun by some people. It apparently can be done in like an hour. But like, I haven't really ever paid attention to it. It's more so just been like, this is a thing that I'm kind of acknowledging. And then the game came out 4 days ago, but Amazon decided not to ship my pre-order on the day that it came out. Instead, I had to wait the entire goddamn weekend, and there were speedrunners who were done with the game before the game actually released, because they downloaded it from Australian eShops on Thursday, and then by Friday, there was already videos in my subscription feed of, like, the end of the game. Thankfully, with non-spoilerly thumbnails, so I just ignored them. But still, like, the entire premise of that was just like, are you kidding me? The game's already beaten. The game is already, like, being speedran. Like, jeez. Like, I understand, yeah, they're speedrunners. They're going to play the game very fast. Understandably so. But at the same time, it's like, wow, I wasn't expecting, like, literally before the game officially released, it would be done. Anyways, here's Ochi, the stupidest thing in the world. One of an elite breed of space dogs that's long served the Shepherd family. So here's the thing that I don't understand about this dumb dog. Number one, if this dog is from like this famous space breeding academy thing or whatever, why is there another dog on this planet? And I also noticed it had a Pikmin leaf for a tail, unlike Ochi here, who has like a pom-pom. So that's a thing, I guess. I don't know. Either way, Ochi bothers me because, like, when I see this thing, I just think of, like, that corporate need for, like, ooh, let's have a cute, fluffy dog character, instead of something that, like, actually makes sense. It feels extremely unfitting in Pikmin as well, because, like, Pikmin already have the cute little helpful critter things. It has Pikmin! You don't need to add a stupid Poochie, like, to it. It also bothers me because, like, we have an idea of what dogs are supposed to look like in the Pikmin universe. Olimar names Bulborbs after his own dog, Bulby. And, like, there's a bit of a Bulborb resemblance here. There's Spotted Bum, and, like, the 2 legs, okay. But, like, we see what Bulby looks like in Pikmin 1. It's got eye stalk eyes. It has an actual fucking nose. And so, like, the idea that they're going to put in a dog in Pikmin and not even make it look like the one other existing dog in Pikmin that has an actually profound impact on the franchise by naming or being the basis of the name of the most famous Pikmin enemy, and you're not even going to design it like that, just seems so frustrating. It's just frustrating to me. Okay? Anyways, here's Colin. But, like, also, another thing that bothers me about Ochi, because there's a list, is the idea of, like, I know what Ochi's used for. They're, like, this big little critter that is, like, worth, like, a bunch of other Pikmin in terms of moving around. They're basically, like, an extra captain or something, in a sense, and an extra Pikmin at the same time. Oh, no. And, like, they can pick stuff up, they can ferry you and a whole bunch of Pikmin like the big blue dog was in the beginning in the Olimar section. You can ride it, you can do all things like that. I hope you're enjoying reading the dialogue on your own, because I've read this before, I know the very basic gist of it. I'm slowly going through it so that you guys have time to read it if you want to, but, like, I have my own criticisms to talk about, and I have to talk about them, otherwise I will die. I need to get these thoughts out there somewhere. But the point is, so you have all those features that Ochi can do, and more. The idea behind that isn't inherently a terrible thing. But what really bothers me is, why did it have to be a goddamn dog? Because if you wanted to do all that, objectively, there is a superior option just inherently available. A Bulbman! If you want to have a Bulborb-like big creature that can double as both a Pikmin and a captain, that doesn't necessarily need to worry about, like, elemental immunities, doesn't need to worry about, like, things, is happy to listen, but also is larger, or could be larger, just make it a fucking Bulbmin, because that ties it better to the Pikmin universe, it being a Pikmin in general. Like, and it works, and Pikmin 2 proved that you could have a Bulbmin friend without it being super confusing. And, like, even if you were worried about, like, oh, but what if, like, having a larger Bulbmin as an ally would make it confusing with other Bulborbs, just make it a different fucking color! Bulborbs come in, like, 4 or 5 different colors! Just make it a unique color! Or maybe you can make it a color customizable, because, like, you can have a customizable thing, and then that way, if you confuses you, if you make it red, like the other regular Bulborbs, then that's on your own fucking fault! Or you can change it yourself, because, like, it said, like, oh, you can change your outfit, you can change what you look like later at a point. Like, you can do that with the Bulborb. It just bothers me that they made it a fucking dog! Why is it a goddamn dog? It just doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't. I look at Ochi, and I look at that, and I go, there is no way in any world that this thing could ever exist in Pikmin 1. I'm sorry. It just couldn't. And that bothers me. And it's bothered me since seeing this thing at all. I guess the idea of this, of Ochi, being a dog from a different planet from Hagatate, because we got that little rescue card and it said it was from, I don't remember what planet it said it was from, but it wasn't from Hagatate. So, like, okay, Hagatation dogs can be different from whatever dog this is. But at the very least, why does it have no fucking nose? Why does it just have a white blob mouth thing on its face? Ah. Like, even inherently design-wise, it just bothers me. Whatever. Anyways, Pikmin 4. We haven't really encountered a Pikmin yet, but instead, we are gonna get a cave, because they brought those back from Pikmin 2. Burrow of Beginnings, sub-level 1. Here's another thing I hate! The fonts! Oh my god, does this look boring as fucking hell. Remember the classic, like, Pikmin wacky bubble font that was in Pikmin 1 and 2 and even 3? And even Hey Pikmin? Nope, it's all gone, now we just get this dumb, like, what is it, sans serif? Some serif, like, generic font that, like, it works fine for, like, these text bubbles, but, like, for the cave openings, like, it feels so, like, lifeless and soulless and bland, and it's just, like, and, like, every other Nintendo game at this point, like, and, you know, it's also reflecting of the new Pikmin logo. Like, I'm sorry, I am genuinely sorry that this first episode is just nothing but complaining, but I've had all of this built up for months and months and months since the game first got announced. And so, I've just been, like, really, really annoyed and really needing to just get these thoughts out there, and this is clearly the best way to do so. And so it's just like, ugh. I really do want to like this game. It's a Pikmin game. I like Pikmin 1, I like Pikmin 2, I like Pikmin 3, I hate Hey Pikmin, but it's different. I want to like Pikmin 4, I really, truly do. But everything I have seen just makes me really worried. At the very least, narratively and world-building-wise, I'm incredibly worried. Gameplay-wise, that's where I'm more looking forward to things. I've seen from the Pikmin speedrun community that at the very least the gameplay is very fun, even if it's different. Like, I've heard nothing but compliments about the gameplay itself. So what I am hoping for in this game is that even if I hate the narrative elements of it, maybe I'll find something that I absolutely adore to just actually actively play. That's what I want. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. Gia, that's where the dog is from. Gia. Also, from what I know, I do like Shepherd. She's neat. I don't dislike the characters in this game so far, except Ochi, from what little I've seen of them. Like, they're colorful enough, they're enough. I don't know why Shepherd has blue lines on her cheeks, but she certainly does. Yeah, I don't dislike the characters thus far. I don't dislike everything. It's just so, like, it's so easy for me to, like, talk about, like, these things I hate, because, like, I've had so much time to think about them and ponder them, and, like, just acknowledge them. I don't know what this would be like if, like, this was truly, genuinely blind. Anyways, so, yeah, we're just basically getting, like, the stragglings of the crew together. This is gonna be probably a long-ish first episode. We still don't have Pikmin. Blah, 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 blah. She bonded. We have a partnership. We're gonna be a rescue pup trainer. Yay. Alright, Ochi. That's quite a rush. Yada, yada, yada. I don't have a whole ton to say as we get to some of these parts, because, anyway, again, I have also seen enough of this to kind of be aware of what's going on, so I'm not, like, reacting like, oh, who's this character? It's like, no, I've seen it. That's kind of just one of the conundrums of being in a Pikmin speedrun community, in a Pikmin community at all, and a demo coming out that I, like, glance at, even if I didn't play it myself, like, I did see it enough that, like, yep, we're gonna leave now, we're gonna turn on this fan. Like, I'm aware of a lot of these things, so it doesn't, like, take me off guard, but I'm going to very swiftly become unaware of things, so that's gonna be hopefully fun. I am excited for that experience of, like, truly getting to blind Let's Play a brand new Pikmin game that isn't Hey Pikmin. I'm hopeful. I still have hope that somewhere in this game is something that's going to be like, oh my god, I love that. That's really what I want to see. That's what I hope for. I just want to see something exciting. But, oh well. Okay, yada yada yada. Well done, well done. Colin looks different. Busy trying to stay alive. You did it. You did stay alive. And there's the SS Shepherd. I don't know if the name of the ship has anything to do with anything. Because, like, the names of the other ships in the series have had something to do with something. The SS Dolphin was named after GameCube's codename. Hockaday ship was just... didn't have a name. Not really. Which is why it's called the Hockaday ship. And the SS Drake was named that because, like, there was originally going to be 4 captains in Pikmin 3, and so, like, Alf, Brittany, Charlie, ABC. So there was going to be a character named D who didn't make it in, so then presumably the D name got given to the ship, so we got SS Drake in Pikmin 3. And so, I wonder if there is a meaning behind Shepherd. I don't know. The engine's overheated, the spaceship's second away from total destruction. Oh, are we about to get to the point of contention that I have? Oh no, will it be okay? An emergency shutdown, everything's stable, energy can be repaired. The ship's energy stores are now completely empty. So we have no way of getting off this planet, let alone searching for Captain Olimar. Not necessarily. I think I saw something in Captain Olimar's voyage log that may prove useful. Here it is. Take a look at this. I found treasure. After thorough investigation into the shiny objects on this planet, I have decided that they must contain sparklium. I feel giddy to have found real-life treasure, but my focus must remain on my main objective, finding the missing parts of the SS Dolphin. So how about that Hey Pikmin, am I right? When I played Hey Pikmin and was kind of like, oh, I'm gonna play this just in case they put something from this game in Pikmin 4. When I said that, I was talking about like a fucking enemy or something like that. Not a fucking awful, world-destroying concept like sparklium. Because sparklium is such a stupid fucking thing. It was really dumb in Hey Pikmin, but Hey Pikmin was dumb in so many other ways that it barely even really, like, was more than just a footnote. But here and now, bringing it out of Hey Pikmin and putting it here, it's so stupid. You know why? I'm not even going to keep playing the game. I need to talk about Sparklium right now. Sparklium is stupid because this is basically retroactively saying, like, all these random junk things from Pikmin 2, like, all these quote-unquote treasures, random fruits, a random dye, a rubber duck, stuff like that. Things from Pikmin 2, a battery, a milk lid, etc., etc. A screw, a roll of tape. All of these things were treasures in Pikmin 2 because they were things that Hockatations had never seen before. They seemed rare, and so the ship was going to, and Hockatate Freight was going to sell them to people who didn't know what they were, because it was like, ooh, look at this rare thing we found on an exotic location. There wasn't some inherent property to all of these things that they all shared that made absolutely no goddamn sense. It was a grounded concept in as much as Pikmin 2 could be grounded. It was, hey, a bottle cap from post-apocalyptic Earth is going to sell immensely well to alien planet. Like, it was a metal that they hadn't seen before. It was this random design from an alien planet. Like, of course a bottle cap is going to seem like a incredibly valuable experience. That was part of the fun of, like, these things that we know inherently are not valuable were being treated like these valuable rare commodities. And that was part of the fun of Pikmin 2. So suddenly saying, no, they all have this fantastical magic mystery, like, oh, they can power... It's like Back to the Future Part 2, where, like, Doc Brown is able to make the DeLorean run on garbage in the future. That's basically what Sparklium is. It's future garbage. But, like, it makes no inherent sense. It's a video game property. And so it just takes you out of the grounded nature of Pikmin as a world, and it's just basically like, yeah, this is a video game. And I hate that so fucking much! And in Hey Pikmin, it was slightly more okay, because Hey Pikmin was the most video gamey of any Pikmin anything anywhere. But Pikmin 4, I had such high hopes for, and the moment I saw the word Sparklium, I wanted to strangle something. So I am sorry for having you stare at the screen for so long, but I had to focus on that. I couldn't. Can you? Anyways, we're about to experience and actually finally get Pikmin now, so that's nice. Sparkly Obelisk can be used as an energy source. I will say from an SS Beagle. Okay. Well, that's basically like a sparrow from Pikmin 3. Just need a good place for it to land. How about those convenient rock circles that we saw and walked over earlier? So yeah, it's again, I'm sorry about all the rants. I just hope it's an entertaining thing, because, like, the thing is, a lot of people aren't going to care about this, and I guess that's fine, that not everybody's going to care about this thing. But Pikmin is such a near and dear series to me. That I just... there it is. It's so near and dear to me that I can't let these thoughts just not go unsaid. But I'm at least acknowledging that, like, for a lot of people, not everyone's going to really care about this. And so far, from what I've seen about Pikmin 4, like, the general, like, vibe about this game has been, like, more or less nothing but positive, which I guess is good. I hope it means that future Pikmin games don't have Ochi, but whatever. But yeah, like, inherently, I get it. It's a brand new Pikmin game. It's exciting. It's fun. And I am... Like, from a gameplay perspective, I have had absolutely no problems so far. Like, obviously, this is just the first episode, and it's only been, like, 40 minutes of gameplay, and about 20 of that has been, like, me ranting about cutscenes. But still, like, inherently, like, I get it. It moved. I don't think it's a treasure. It looks like a plant. It's the thing. He called it an onion. Ironically, it looks more like a tomato in these versions now. Anyways. Hello, thumbnail material. We got a red Pikmin. Oh my, it's a Pikmin. According to Captain Olimar, they're friendly and helpful creatures. Well then. They'll help us explore. Look at that. Oh, she's already bonding with the Pikmin. I hope the Pikmin's trying to kill it. The captain doesn't like the Pikmin. Okay. Now we have a Pikmin, so now it's finally Pikmin time. And yeah, we get close to this, and we get this thing, and we get a Pikmin 2 jingle, because Pikmin 2 musical cues have completely overridden everything. Why am I opening up the radar? I'm pressing the D-pad right now. Oh, that's not D-pad, that's start. That's a Switch thing. Also, don't think I don't notice the version 20.0.1, 2001, that's when Pikmin first released. That makes me even more worried about the whole retcon thing. It better be something else. I don't really know what's going on, I don't care. Wow, the Captain's Punch is... Either Captain's Punch is incredibly weak in this game, or pellet poses are much stronger than they used to be. Usually it would take like 4 or 5 hits in Pikmin 1 and 2 to kill one. I don't know Pikmin 3, because Pikmin 3 is just such a very different game. Alright, it's a pellet, mysterious life form. Hey, that's not the Plasm Wraith. Silly. Alright. Where's more... There we go. Okay, apparently you didn't want to get that. Another thing over there. I think... Oh wait, no, there's these ones over here. Why do you guys not, like, wanna... It's like the game, like... I think I remember reading about this. Like, the game defaults to, like, the minimum number of Pikmin on something instead of, like, the maximum. Guess not. It's kind of like this weird, like, vibe. Alright. Do some nice auto-plucking, which is convenient. You guys start digging that up. Let's go get Ochi to knock this down. I'm trying to rush. Yes, you... Okay, so you can't do that if Ochi's not selected, even though the Pikmin can't actually do anything. The treasure is large. How can we physically collect something this big? The ship uses a special type of light ray that miniaturizes objects during collection, so it shouldn't be a problem. You know... Pikmin 1, 2, and 3 never really needed to explain this, so, like, it was just kind of an accepted thing. It's not necessarily inherently, like, how awful that you explain it, but, like, it is raising awareness of something that, like, I feel like it didn't really need to be elaborated on. Like, it's fine. It doesn't ruin anything. It's just kind of like, oh. Anyways, one cutscene right into another. It's a Game Boy Advance SP! Because the only stuff Nintendo's willing to put into these games now from the real world is their own stuff. And fruit. Because you can't license fruit. Alright. Okay, Ochi is only worth 3 right now. Which is good to know. How much is this one thing? Because there's a thing over here. 5. Okay. I'll grab these guys then. The whole minimum Pikmin thing is going to be very weird. Alright, we got the Game Boy Advance SP. So you can still add more to the other thing. Make it go by faster. Also, it seems like walking near Pikmin will make them automatically come to you, so that's not too bad. That's a neat little thing. I don't know how that's going to affect the gameplay, but it's whatever. Alright, and so... Huzzah! You two make fantastic combination. Sure. Now it's time to extract the energy from the treasure. Get started right away, Colin. Colin is a call in. Energy from the treasure will soon be extracted. It'll flow directly into the SS Shepherd. There's the Game Boy. Sprinkling its Game Boy dust. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Ugh, whatever. I'll put up with it for the time being, but just know, I hate it. It's basically how my viewpoint of the dog's gonna be, too. Like, I'll put up with it, but just know that I hate it. We did it, the ship's back online. We still don't have enough energy to fly, but for now we can use the radar to look for our missing rescue officers. Dot, dot, dot. With multiple SOS signals. We don't have a moment to lose, time to get rescuing. We've got rescuing to do! Sparklium discovered. And this is where the names of things come from. Noble Bident, Stone of Advancement, and Path Creator. That's interesting, the ship is automatically naming the objects. We encounter unknown objects and elements on our missions all the time, so I had a naming artificial intelligence installed on our new ships. Apparently it was co-created by a famous appraiser. It's more sophisticated than I expected. Pretty impressive. It is neat, but a backup power source probably would have been more helpful. See, here's another thing that kind of bothers me. Like, yeah, naming things is kind of a Pikmin convention at this point. It makes sense, inherently. And in Pikmin 3, the fruits being named wasn't, like, the inherent worst thing. But, like, I feel like the thing about the treasures being named in Pikmin 2 was because the ship was trying to sell them, so it was giving them flashy names. Like, that was the point of the treasures being named here. Here it's just like, oh, yeah, they're just being named because why not? There's an AI that does it. It just is a thing. It's like, it's such a boring reason to give things names. Like, it sucks the fun out of it. It's there because it's a Pikmin tradition rather than it actually inherently making sense within, like, the natures of what Pikmin 4 is trying to do. It's more so just like, yeah, this was in the other Pikmin games, and as much as I love the names, I would have also loved a better reason than, oh, it's just because we can. Like, nah! It annoys me. Okay, we're having a properly planned meal. We have enough emergency rations. Alright. Focus on recon. Let's get rest. Review the missions before going to bed. Yep, our missions are do play the game. Alright. Rescue mission day 2. That was a very long opening sequence. We didn't really get a whole ton of, like, you know, actual Pikmin gameplay, but, like, not really a whole ton I can do about that. Alright, this is everyone. Call this strategy meeting to order. Copy that. Here's the latest status report. So today, yep, that's me. 4 remain unknown, and Olimar has run into problems. We have to find the fellow rescue officers. Ulti. Fly to the area where radar picked up those distress signals and tried to track down our missing personnel. So basically, this is like a sort of little mini hub area. And we'll be able to go to other areas as our actual day things. Instant rescue Olimar. So yeah, we basically have a neat little hub thing. That will basically be the way to go. However, in the hub we can also... Oh right, I remember reading about this. For whatever reason, there's a limit on how many Pikmin you can have. Also, I don't like that the game defaults to Ochi being the lead instead of the Pikmin. I'm just gonna have to get used to that. I'm just gonna grow Pikmin while I end the episode here, because yes, I am going to end the episode now. So, you can mostly blame, like, the game itself on, like, the weird sort of, like, nature of this opening episode. Oh, it's giving me the tutorial cutscene of, oh, nothing else is sprouting. Because, for whatever reason, right now the limit is 20. We can raise the limit later, but, like, that's awkward. They've evolved to self-limit to prevent unnecessary loss. Sure. Justify it however you want. I mean, I suppose in the past, like, it made about just as much sense back then to limit it to 100, but at the very least with 100 there was, like, a processing limit. This kind of takes me back to, like, sort of like the Mega Man X vibe. Where, like, back in the day with Mega Man X, when I played that, I was like, it's neat to be able to expand your health, but it's really annoying that in order to justify that, it starts you with lower health than usual. Like, this is sort of that same thing. Like, you can expand, like, how many Pikmin you can have on the field at once, and like, okay, sure, that's a cool idea. I like the idea of that. But it starts you off with only 20, so it just inherently feels automatically awkwardly limiting immediately, and it's just like, whatever. One last little negative to close out the opening, I guess. Close out the intro. But next time on Let's Play Pikmin 4, we'll actually get into the swing of things, and so that will be what happens next time. And I hope you guys enjoy watching this Let's Play. There will hopefully be far less negativity now that I've, like, ranted about every little nook and cranny I could possibly lay my eyes on. So, for now, yeah. That's this episode of Pikmin 4. And I'll see you guys next time for more Pikmin 4. Ochi, just go away. How about that? Let me pretend you don't exist for a little bit. Okay. Well, see you guys next time.